Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Indiana State Police Roadshow. I'm your host, Sergeant John Perrine, the Public Information Officer for the Indiana State Police Indianapolis District. The Roadshow is brought to you each and every week by the Indiana State Police Alliance and Cops for Kids, a subsidiary of the State Police Alliance. For more information about our sponsor, visit www.indianasfinest.com. I want to thank Network Indiana and Eddie, our good friend Eddie, pushing the buttons, getting us on the radio each and every week so that if you're in your car listening to us or if you're at home listening on the radio, it's thankful to those efforts. Thanks to the good friend Tom Trial for getting us on YouTube. He works so hard. He has so many projects going on. I'm not sure how he fits me into his schedule, but somehow he manages to do it. So thank you, Tom Trial. Back again this week is Captain Ron Galavez sitting in. Thank you.
John, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Love being here.
And another one of the hardest working people that I know, and I'm not saying that because he's sitting here, but that is Indiana Capitol Police Officer Shane Lamarche. Shane?
John, good to see you, buddy.
Thank you for coming in,
Absolutely.
taking time. I'm telling you, I hear Shane answering calls, call after call, and he says, "Pin that one for me," and he just and I know all of you work hard. I'm not, but thank you for how hard you work around the Indiana State Capitol.
I appreciate that. I take a lot of pride in it. So.
Yeah, and that shows. So we're here today to talk about the Indiana State Capitol Police, which is a division or a district of the Indiana State Police. However, you're your own police department, essentially.
We really are.
And so you operate as such on Indiana State properties, and it's far more than guarding a door at the state capitol. You guys are a full-service police agency that kind of offers many, many things, and you're hiring right now. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So
tell us a little bit about, number one, what is it that a Capitol Police Officer does? And then secondly, where do you do it at?
Okay. So we provide a 24-hour police service. So we have 3 shifts, but we are, like John said, the State House, the Government Center complex, but we do our state parks. We have 2 state parks, the zoo, the governor's residence, the Indiana War Memorial properties, various offices throughout the city. So that's kind of where we are. Our daily function would be the safety of individuals that come to visit the State House and complex every day. Those state employees that are there every day, as you know, that area is like a small city during the day. It does dwindle down at night, but overall, we're looking over state properties at night and make spot checking, maybe turn a door here and there, but that's our main function.
And you guys are always, here you're taking criminal investigation, criminal reports, whether it's a vandalism or something of that nature, crash report in the parking garage, which I'm sure happens probably daily.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of everything
theft
else in
reports,
between.
But even further than taking the report is you guys are actually doing the investigation.
Right.
It's not just putting information on paper. You're following up. You're watching surveillance videos. You're identifying people, and you're making the arrests.
Correct. And I would say just like on the troop side as well, we're doing the same as a road troop as us. We're doing a lot of the legwork. Yes, we have detectives. Those things get passed on, but we do a lot of that legwork of that initial investigation and getting as much information as we can.
Absolutely.
And what a cool opportunity that you have to see and meet different people in downtown. But if you have a point in your day where you just want to go do foot patrol at the Indianapolis Zoo, what a cool opportunity to just go walk around the zoo on a nice afternoon.
Yeah, and I will say it is very flexible. If we have vehicles, obviously. I'm on the bike team. I'm actually the bike team coordinator. So we have a bike team. We do the foot patrols. We're maybe in the process of getting another Polaris. We have a big part of the canal. So we see and meet a large range of people from all over the city and the state, to include, again, the state employees and the VIPs that come in.
And one thing that people may not realize is you are Indiana law enforcement accredited certified police officers. You go through the same police academy that every other police officer in the state of Indiana goes through, and the same training. And so if somebody's out there looking for a job, a career in law enforcement, what a great place to be.
Absolutely. And we're highly trained just with the in-service throughout the year. I think talking to some of my counterparts and guys that I knew, I don't think they go as much training as we do. That in-service, that there's a high standard with the state police and making sure that we're trained and ready to do our job and provide a service that the citizens expect us to provide.
Right, absolutely. And because it wouldn't be uncommon for a trooper to come and help you or even vice versa. If you find yourself getting away from the campus just a little bit to render
we have
assistance,
done that.
Not only for us, but for IMPD. And
Yep, absolutely. We assist those other agencies, the campus universities here in town to assist them. But we have assisted troops, and they've done that for us as well. So,
Yeah, and you also have the technology available to you, computers and equipment, vehicles available. So some of your Capitol Police officers are out patrolling. They're out, watching for those suspicious vehicles around the Capitol. They're making traffic stops on vehicles around the Capitol. So full-fledged, full-service police work happening.
correct. And it comes with court.
Yeah, that's for sure. But certainly the good thing about that is not only are you holding those responsible for committing crimes on Indiana state property, but through your visibility, through your patrols, you're also preventing that crime. You're preventing those smash and grab crimes of opportunity that people are looking for, large groups, large parking lots where they can easily access vehicles, but they see your car, they see your foot patrol, they see your bicycle patrol, and they realize this isn't the good place to do it because they're going to get caught.
Absolutely. I think show of force is very important, especially that's state government. We're protecting state government ultimately. We do have the entry control points. I believe that's in the works that we may be coming off that to provide a different service. But yeah, we do show a show of force. There's stuff that you don't see, but we like to be visible and greet those employees as they're coming in or assist them in any way we can. We're always a phone call away for them.
when you're talking about the state capitol being one of the biggest, most focal point buildings in the state of Indiana, you're also providing an opportunity for people to come out and exercise their First Amendment rights, because how many gatherings and rallies and those type of events occur in a year? Handful, if not.
There was a time it was every day.
Right.
And there are times still that it is.
And just like you said, sir, session starting, so that's a lot of people want to get their point across. We've already seen several that's came up, but we have to respond to those and be vigilant for that as well.
Right.
So.
But at the same time, you get to interact with maybe the people that are putting those together, having those conversations, and again, they know that you're there to protect their rights, but also to respond to anything that needs to be addressed.
Absolutely.
And your job, your goal, or our goal, is to make it as safe as possible for people to come down and enjoy. And we talk about how beautiful the canal is through the city to be able to take a walk. But it's important that we have a presence there so that people can feel safe when they do want to go enjoy that facility.
And I will say that our partnership with the city of Indianapolis and those things, there's a lot of events that come in through downtown. We have the football, we've got baseball, the concerts at the White River State Park. So we're there, we're visible. There's a lot of people that flood into the cities at different times, and we just want to be vigilant for them and make it safe for them as well.
Right.
So right now, the Capitol Police, they're hiring. They're looking for police officers. That application process closes on February 9th. So if you're interested in a job, looking for a law enforcement job, a police officer job, check out the website. Go to governmentjobs.com and look for Capitol Police Officer, or you can go to our website, www.in.gov/ISP. And some basic requirements, just the requirements that you have to have just to apply is you must be a U.S. citizen. You must be at least 21 years of age when appointed as a police officer, which would be August 18th of this year. So you have to be 21 before August 18th of this year. You have to have vision correctable to 20 to 50. So it doesn't have to be perfect. If you wear glasses, that's okay. You must possess a high school graduate diploma or an equivalent GED. You must have a valid driver's license. That's what you have to have in order to apply. So if you're thinking about it, if you have questions, I know for sure that Shane would be happy to answer your questions, but also any other Capitol Police officer. So give us a call, send us an email. We will make sure that your question gets answered about the department and what they're doing every day.
Hey, John, if I could add to that, that close date is the 9th, but the quick turnaround on the 11th is going to be the first part of the process. So go to the website, look at what that schedule's already out. So look at it. So that turnaround will be quick. That process is going to be quick. So you can make any kind of arrangements if you need to, if you're going to apply.
Yeah, and a lot of benefits come with a job. The retirement program is available, and that's through the Indiana Public Retirement System. And then life insurance, health insurance, uniforms are paid for, all your equipment's paid for. You don't have to buy anything that you need for work. 12 vacation days a year, and then additional days granted as you go through. So a lot of good benefits to the program. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about starting out. What does a new Capitol Police officer, what should they expect? They go to the academy right away.
Correct.
And then once they graduate the academy, what kind of training in the field do they get?
Well, John, as you know, the academy, it's Sheriff's Department, it's Carmel PD, it's those different agencies. So they're given a general aspect of what law enforcement is. So when they come to us, we're teaching them the state police way, what our standard SOPs are, what our process is, and so we're learning the paperwork and those things. So you'll start your FTO program. Currently, it's 12 weeks long. You'll spend time on each shift. You'll spend time with different FTOs, which is important because you're learning from different individuals. So that you're going to give that guidance and mentorship up to the date of release where you're going to be out on your own. Our goal as an FTO is to make sure that you're ready and you feel confident in your abilities as a police officer.
Right. And they're not out there by themselves on any one particular shift. Generally, I assume.
No,
so,
correct, yeah.
So 6 months down the road, they could pick up the radio and call their shift partners. Hey, I got a question, kind of thing. But yeah, the training that you guys are going to get, that you provide, part of state police training. It's, in my opinion, it's second to none. You know, from the minute they leave the academy, it's 100 miles an hour that way, in a good way. In a good way, and it's an exciting career and it's an exciting opportunity.
And let's talk a little bit about the day to day. 8-hour shifts or 8.5-hour shifts? 8-hour shifts, 3 shifts a day. You pick your shift based on seniority, so it depends on what's open and what's available. And then, do you work 5 and 2, or do you rotate your days off?
5 and 2. Yep.
Yep. So you're either off every Friday and Saturday, or every Sunday and Monday.
Or it could be during the week as well.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes they switch that around, but you have consistent days off. You know when those are going to be, and just what does a day of account, and I know anything can be different, right? Every single day is going to be different, which is what we all love about this job. But what's a typical day look like?
Well, John, day shift, as you know, each shift is its own animal. So day shift, I'll speak on that because that's what I'm currently on, and we have a roll call a couple times during the week. I just kind of catch up and pass along information. But we either assign to an entry control point now, or we go set up our vehicle and go on patrol and check those state properties. Calls come in anywhere from medical, homeless, the theft calls, those kind of things. So just always being ready. Second shift is a little different because we have the state employees. That city is still open, if you will, for part of that, and then they kind of go away, and so the things that they get into. But third shift, I did third shift for 8.5 years, and I will say, I had a lot of DUIs. Those kind of activities, you're assisting other agencies. So, I mean, you can kind of be as busy as you want. You can dive into those things, but it's kind of on you.
Yeah. And also, the Capitol Police tends to be a place where some retired police officers go. They've been a police officer somewhere, they've done a career, they've gotten a pension, but they're not ready to be done working. It's a great opportunity if you're of retirement age and you're thinking about a second career.
Yeah, John, and as you know, as a state employee, you're invested after 10 years. So it's not like you've got to do a whole nother retirement. So after 10 years, those individuals can definitely benefit from another pension.
Sure. Yeah. So again, to find the jobs, you go to governmentjobs.com and search for Capitol Police Officer, or you can visit the Indiana State Police website, www.in.gov/ISP, and for more information. And our guest today, Shane Lamarche from Indiana Capitol Police, just kind of give us an inside look. And so, do you have any we have about a minute and a half left here, over the last year or two, any really memorable moments that you can think of, or a story you want to share?
I really don't. I think one of the neatest things to me, I've always kind of been fascinated, is working with the Secret Service. When our governor had put in and worked in some of those details, I thought that was one of the coolest things.
Yeah, just seeing how they operate.
Because once they made that announcement, they were on site, and obviously the things that we don't see, and it's kind of fascinated me with those things. But yeah,
and that's our goal. Our goal is for people to be able to come downtown, to visit these state properties, to feel safe, but not just feel safe, to be safe. And so it's important that we follow up on any crimes committed. We have a lot of surveillance cameras downtown, and oftentimes we're able to use those to help us with these crimes. And so we're thankful for that. And we're thankful for you. We're thankful for all of those that wear your uniform and patrol those. And I like to take my family to the zoo and downtown, and I always feel good about it knowing you guys are there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well done. Appreciate you. Thank
you.
So
I want to thank you again, Shane Lamarche from Indiana Capitol Police, for coming in to the Indiana State Police Roadshow. The Roadshow is brought to you each and every week by the Indiana State Police Alliance and Cops for Kids, a subsidiary of the State Police Alliance. For more information about our sponsor, visit www.indianasfinest.com. Visit the Indiana State Police YouTube channel. If you've never been on there and you check it out, I will tell you there's hours and hours of what I consider entertainment because of all the stuff that's there. Not only can you see all the road shows for the past probably 7 or 8 years, but a lot of other cool stuff too.
The old training videos.
Yeah. So thank you, and want to thank our guests again for coming in, and want to take a moment here to mention one of the best that was among us, one of the best to wear the uniform, and that is currently was an Indiana Capitol police officer, a retired Indiana State Trooper, Tim Denny. And Tim had a goal to be a police officer for 50 years. For 50 years, and he nearly made it. Unfortunately, Tim passed away recently, and we want to thank Tim Denny for his service to the state of Indiana. 47 years as a police officer in the state of Indiana. So Tim Denny, thank you.